Hi, my name is Lana Jones. I'm a 5th grade ELA and social studies teacher for Avon Lake City Schools in Avon Lake, Ohio. I have put together my strategic plan for technology professional development, finding a solution that works. My project description. My project involves designing professional development opportunities to get our staff up and running with one-to-one Chromebooks for the upcoming school year. How the plan works. The training will be done in-house. I will be responsible to initiate all the planning and setup. I will lead by example. I will do the first couple of screencasts for my colleagues, and then I will ask them to share their expertise by creating screencasts in the areas they are comfortable. We will make all training videos and handouts available to all staff members, but I will also be offering small group or one-to-one face-to-face training if the need for that arises. The statement of need. Our building is currently a bring-your-own-device school, and we are working on transitioning to one-to-one with Chromebooks for the following school year. Our teachers feel a little less than prepared for making this change, as no PD has yet been offered. So during our last staff meeting, there was an informal poll to determine what the teachers would like to have PD on to use Google, and we found that they would like to have more professional development on Google Classroom and Google Apps and how to successfully use them to enhance the learning experience and the engagement of their increase the engagement of their students. The standards that I will address in this project are the first standard, leadership and vision, part A. This will be accomplished through the use of pre-surveys to determine where we are as a staff and to outline our vision of where we would like to be at the end of the year. We will do this at the first survey at our next staff meeting. And also standard 2 will be addressed, learning and teaching, part A. This will be accomplished by the teachers sharing ideas of how they are using various Google apps to improve instruction in their content areas. Teachers will be sharing their ideas on an established Google Doc. We will also be addressing standard 5, the assessment evaluation, part C, assess staff knowledge, skills, and performance in using technology and using results to facilitate quality professional development and to inform personnel decisions. This will be accomplished through the use of Google Forms to create surveys to pre-assess teachers' knowledge of technology and how they use it effectively in the classroom to teach their content. We will use the survey results to plan our professional development opportunities. We'll also address standard 6, the social, legal, and ethical issues, part A, ensure equity of access to technology resources that enable and empower all learners as well as all educators. This will be accomplished for the students by our school becoming one-to-one with the Chromebooks and by allowing all of our teachers to receive professional development to ensure everyone is using technology to enhance their instruction. My specific objectives for this project, for the teachers will enhance their instruction using Chromebooks and Google Apps by receiving professional development and support of the added technology during the 2015-2016 school year. Teachers will be able to use Google Classroom to increase student engagement in the learning process as well as differentiate instruction by the opportunity to create level assignments through the use of Google Classroom. Teachers will be able to use Google Forms to create formative assessments to inform instruction while providing the students with timely feedback through add-ons such as Blueberry. Specific objectives for our students. Students will be able to extend their learning beyond the classroom by using Google Classroom. Students will be able to use Google Apps to aid in the learning process, and students will be able to have access to the classroom 24/7 through the use of Google Classroom. Specific objectives that will also help the parents. Parents will be able to have access to the classroom 24/7 through the use of teachers' blogs and websites and the use of shared Google Forms. Students, parents, and teachers will improve communication through the use of Google Forms and calendars. The desired outcome is to improve instruction, learning, and communication through the use of technology. I should say through the increased use of technology. My project approach, the steps to complete the project. First, I'm going to begin by announcing our professional development opportunities at our next staff meeting with a brief presentation of the strategic plan. I will have sent out a teacher survey using Google Forms to gain background knowledge of the teacher's experience using Google Apps and tools and to find out the preferred method of professional development. I will also be sending out surveys to the students to assess their knowledge of Google Apps. I will also survey our parents to learn what their concerns are about going one-to-one. And I will establish a Google site to house all screencast videos and documents that the teachers will be sharing to build our library for professional development, and to share their ideas of how to use Chromebooks in their classroom successfully. I will be creating screencast examples of professional development on a few topics and then offer it to the teachers for preview and feedback. Once that has been established, we will begin our PD topics. Here's a list of several of the topics that I have learned that teachers are interested in just from conversations I've already had. But these will be included on the survey, like how to use Google Forms, using the add-on Flubaroo to assist with grading of from Google Forms, maybe formative quizzes that we have established for the students. How to use Google Calendars in our classroom, and maybe a shared calendar between teams as we are moving from a 2-person team to 4-person teams. One of the parent concerns is that their students are having to go to too many different blogs and websites just to get their homework assignments. So by using a shared Google Calendar, our students now will be able to look at all their homework assignments on one calendar and then visit individual teacher web pages and websites as needed. So also using Google Calendars for the possibility of setting up parent-teacher conferences, using Google Forms to create supply lists, using Google Docs in writing classes and to create other documents to share within Google Classroom. Then we would offer PD on the use of Google Classroom. I would break that down into smaller pieces in smaller segments, and then I will also be presenting on how to use Google Slides and how to create a screencast of their own, so that way they can add those to their Google Classroom sites as needed. There will also be a mid-year survey to ensure that all staff needs are being met and to guide the rest of our year for our professional development. Post surveys will be given at the end to measure the success of the training and to get feedback for future planning. So taking a look at the Google Calendar, this is one way that I had mentioned that we would share with our teachers. So let's go ahead and take a look. By visiting my Weebly site, you can see an example of how my teaching partner and I are currently using Google Calendars, a shared Google Calendar, to make sure the kids can see all assignments for both classes. And this is one of the things that we would be providing professional development on. This has been a big success for us as far as, kids being able to see their homework all in one place at one time. All right, and next, another example that we would have would be to create the screencast. So I have provided a link that you could visit by clicking on Google Docs here. It would take you to my screencast that I created for a previous assignment on how to use Google Docs to enhance the writing classroom. I really have noticed students becoming more engaged in their writing since I switched from paper pencil writing to using Google Docs. So I will not go through that screencast with you for time's sake, and if you're interested, please visit that link and go through that screencast. But this is an example of what I would provide for our teachers. So this is how we will provide our project evaluation. We will survey the teachers again at the end of the year. There will also be an end of the year survey for our parents. Surveying our students is important because we need to see get their feedback and see how they feel the online learning is working for them. And then I will be reviewing the training sites or that training doc that we establish in Google Sites to ensure that it is user-friendly, to make sure that all the links are active and working, and that it's complete and teachers are benefiting from that resource. So taking a look at the timeline for the project. First, again, I will announce the professional development opportunities at the beginning of our next staff meeting that will be held in March. I will then send out teacher surveys and pre-surveys prior to the March staff meeting. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that survey will look like. Right here I have created the survey, Professional Development Technology Survey. I'll be asking the teachers, first of all, it's going to be anonymous, but they will identify what subject area they teach. They will choose the statement that best describes their level of technology skills. They will tell me which of the following technology tools that they're currently using. Which of the following Google tools are you currently, which of the following Google tools they're using in the classroom. What level do they integrate online learning in the classroom? Since I started using Google Classroom, I realized that this is a way that you can actually extend the school day without the students, kind of without the students' knowledge of that. And because you create activities in Google Classroom that the kids are excited about, and they can't wait to get home to try them. So, I don't know that this is an area that we have explored as educators enough, and I would like to see our teachers moving more towards some of those online learning opportunities. So I would like to assess their knowledge of that. Which of the following are they currently using for their websites, blogs, wikis, etc.? Have them list the website that they're using, because currently we're using a lot of different websites within our building. Some are using websites, some are using blogs, and it would be nice to, if there's some kind of consistency here, or if I know which sites they're using, I will be better able to support them in their use of those technologies. And then which method of professional development they prefer. I think that's an important piece. As some people are still, very much wanting to hang on to that face-to-face type of meeting, but a lot of people might be interested in moving towards video tutorial and online training. So I would like to survey that to find out. I would have them describe some of their ideas for instruction in a one-to-one classroom setting. I would have them rate how they feel the use of technology impacts student engagement. I would also like to know what are the barriers they feel they are facing from spending more time using technology in the classroom. And do you wish to spend more time using technology in the classroom? Do you use technology to facilitate self-paced learning in the classroom? These are all important things to know to move us forward in planning our professional development. And if you're not using technology for self-paced learning, it's something that you would consider if the training were provided. And also, do you feel that you have adequate training on the technology you're currently using? And do you feel you have adequate support for the technology you use? I also would like to get their feelings by having them just simply describe how they feel about transitioning from bring your own device to one-to-one with Chromebooks. And then I've created a comment box here for them to share any additional comments or ideas or thoughts that they might have concerning professional development or the use of technology in their classrooms. So the other part then we'll be sending out student surveys at the end of this year to help us plan for next year. And then we will send out a parent survey in August of this school year coming in 2015, and that way we can get parents' thoughts prior to the school year. We will be establishing a Google Doc to house video training and shared documents. I will begin that in the summer of 2015. We will start creating screencasts on our desired topics that we learn from our surveys beginning in June. Establish a Google Calendar for one-to-one or small group appointments for training, to establish our appointments for training sessions. I will establish that calendar in June, as some teachers may like to participate in some professional development in the summer. Then we will have our mid-year surveys to go out in January 2016. Our post-surveys will be administered May of 2016. And then this piece I'm excited about is our ongoing 10-minute PD during our staff meetings throughout the school year. So that would be where I would lead the 10-minute PD in the beginning, but the idea is that then as teachers become more comfortable, they will take on that role as well. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation on professional development, and I hope maybe some of these ideas might work for you. Thanks for watching.